the more your body shifts now.
Exactly. So your body is believing it's living in that future reality in the present moment. Now think about this. The stronger the emotion you feel from some condition in your life, the more altered you feel inside of you, the more you narrow your focus on the cause, and the brain freezes an image and takes a snapshot. And that memory now is embossed in the brain. It's branded in there. So then people think neurologically within the circuits of those past experiences, and they feel chemically within the boundaries of those emotions. And the stronger the betrayal, the stronger the trauma, the more the body's living in the past, right?
Crazy.
So how do you reverse that? So now, if you truly got passionate about a future, we've all done this. You get a wild idea in your mind and you start holding on to that vision and you're preoccupied with it. All of a sudden, the thought in your mind becomes the experience and you start feeling the energy of the future.
Yeah.
Now, the stronger the emotion you feel from that vision, the more you're going to pay attention to the picture in your mind, and now you're remembering your future.
And vice versa, the stronger you pay attention to the feeling of the past, pain, you're going to create the pain in this moment.
Exactly.
What's going on, everybody? So today, I got a question. From somebody. Why do we have a hard time manifesting? But for some reason, it takes forever. It doesn't happen. The opposite sometimes happens. So to keep it very short and simple, the main thing is that we just keep changing direction. We keep changing our minds on what we want. We live in a world where it's very easy to get distracted. So many different things going on. We may want everything. We may not be able to focus and concentrate exactly on what we want and go right after and get it. Think of our mind as a laser beam. Our minds are very powerful. It can help us reach and achieve whatever it is that we want. It can help us get to what we want. It can help us bring in people into our lives, have conversations in order to get us to what we want to manifest in life.
And the synchronicities that are feedback from the environment are just a reflection of your energy. Mm-hmm. And that's the universe saying, follow the breadcrumbs. Do it again. Follow it again. Do it again. And now all of a sudden the person's not waking up in the morning like, oh, the old reality that they've lived in begins to transform into something new. And because there's no longer a vibrational match with everyone and everything in their past, present reality, there's a vibrational match to their future. And now their future is starting to give them signals.
But if we have so many thoughts, so many different distractions, we keep changing directions, then it just never comes about. And then another big reason is our subconscious beliefs. Consciously we can say, I want this, I want that, this is what I want to achieve in my life, and we start to go after it. But there may be something underlying, which is our subconscious belief, how we truly feel about this. So it can be from past experiences, somebody told us something, we couldn't do something, or whatever the case may be. We may not think we deserve it or we should go after it and go get it, or we have ill feelings about it and we hold it in our bodies, and so we come across these obstacles in our subconscious. Our beliefs do not let us and allow us to fully manifest and let it blossom.
I'm starting to realize how conditioned we are into believing how limited we are. And as you start peeling those layers away and you break through those beliefs, those self-limiting thoughts and emotions, on the other side of that is where the miraculous happens. So you got to be willing to be in that place of discomfort long enough to reorganize order and begin to create more coherence. And then all of a sudden, you get this recalibration that goes on in the brain and body. And then the extent of that is that the ultimate thing is you start to see feedback in your life, those synchronicities, those coincidences, those opportunities. You're scratching your head going,
everything's falling into place.
hey, I'm in the right place at the right time.
Everything I think about just comes to me.
Because your energy is synchronized.
So what can we do? First foremost is we have to get into a very deep state. We have to get into a very deep state of concentration and focus. This is what will allow the distractions to bounce off. If there's a distraction that comes in our mind, or we want to move it to another direction, we have our focus and concentration to move it right back to its main focus and get us directly to put the energy out into where we want it to manifest and blossom.
When your brain works better, you work better. At the same time, it requires a clear intention and an elevated emotion to begin to change your energy and to change your life. And nobody changes until they change their energy, right?
This is why it's very important in the morning when you first wake up and right before you're about to go to sleep is the most powerful time to manifest, because this is when you're in your theta brainwave frequency. This is when your body is slowing down in the parasympathetic and relaxed. And this is when it's a lot easier and keep your mind focused and concentrated. This is a lot easier to register new information into your subconscious, to believe it, because your mind is more susceptible, and you're able to receive better, and you're able to believe better. So you're able to override your subconscious. And this is what we want. We want to get into a very deep state of meditation, of relaxation. And this is when we can plant the seed in our mind and let the seed grow, and then the manifestation will blossom naturally. So tips on helping your manifestation come about a lot more efficient is to meditate. Meditate is almost the answer for everything. Meditation allows you to relax and take control of the way you think, to slow down your mind, your thinking, to keep you from having that self-doubt.
The first step is becoming conscious. And meditation means to become familiar with, to become conscious of, to become so conscious of your unconscious self that you won't go unconscious to any thought, any behavior or emotion. And get ready, because it takes a tremendous amount of energy to do that, and awareness to stay conscious. And so we fall from grace.
Yeah.
So meditation can be anything that helps us concentrate and focus. I love bioenergetics. This helps us get rid of all the tension and anxiety, the stress in our bodies. When this happens, our systems cannot fully relax. We need to get into the parasympathetic state. Parasympathetic is where everything happens, when our bodies is more relaxed and rejuvenated. This will allow us to manifest quicker. When we're in a fight or flight, when we're more stressed out, our minds is more in a hectic, chaotic mode. This is why we get distracted by things, low attention span, less concentration, and our minds are racing. This is what happens, and this is where we have a hard time manifesting. Another thing that helps is to get us in a more of a vibration and frequency that allows for us to receive, which is very simply put, you really realize what you are receiving right now. So you're grateful for what you have, the job you have, your pets, your family, the car, wherever you live in, simply put, your bed. When you look at those things and you realize, wow, I'm grateful that I have that. It changes your entire state. When you really take a step back and realize how far you've come, where you're at, you put yourself back into that state of receiving. You put that state of being grateful. Remember a time when you have manifested something. Remember a time when you were given something. Think about that and go back into that. We're multidimensional beings. We can bring about those feelings and emotions when that has happened. We can feel that again, and if we can hold that and maintain that, then that will give us more power and energy to manifest.
And just like a flower that takes time to bloom, it takes a little bit of time. But if you work in trading the resentment, the frustration, or the impatience for gratitude, appreciation, and thankfulness, and you keep at it, there'll come a moment where that system switches on, and now you're feeling grateful for no reason at all. Now, that's not a bad thing, because gratitude, the emotional signature of gratitude, means something's happening to you. Something has happened to you.
Yeah.
You're receiving something, or you just received something. So your body then, when you're feeling gratitude, is in the perfect state of receiving. So then that means then you'll accept, believe, and surrender to the thoughts equal to the emotional state of gratitude. If they're waiting their whole life in separation or lack, then and we create reality, then the lack is driving certain thoughts, which is creating more separation and more lack. So teaching people then to begin to condition their body emotionally before the evidence takes place in their life is breaking a significant habit, right? Yes. So instead of living by cause and effect, now we're beginning to cause and effect. So the moment you start feeling whole and grateful, we now know your healing will begin at that moment.
Yes.
The moment you start feeling worthy and abundant, your wealth is coming. You know, you're generating a certain amount of energy, a certain amount of wealth. And so
how does someone feel worthy, though, if they've always been told they're not worth it.
Yeah, well, so let me
Or that's the story they tell
Yeah,
themselves.
yeah.
Like, I'm not worth it because
Yeah.
she didn't say yes when I asked her on a date.
Right.
Because he broke up with me, because I got
Yeah.
fired, because my parents left me. How am I worth it when
Yeah.
there's so much evidence or story
Right.
around a negative
Well,
thing?
let's stop telling the story of your past and let's start telling the story of your future.
And really quick, I want to show you this little clip on frequencies. We can use binaural beats. We can use holosync meditation that syncs our brain hemispheres together. This will give us a state of concentration and relaxation. And this is the best time to visualize, to manifest. Your mind and your brain is very powerful. All we need to do is focus it and not allow our subconscious to fight against it, and that we can stay focused and not get distracted.